Ridgeway, how do you plead to the charge of aggravated murder in the first degree as charged in count 1 for the death of Wendy Lee Caulfield?
Guilty.
How do you plead to the charge of aggravated murder in the first degree as charged in count 2?
Guilty. Guilty. Guilty.
It's like he didn't have any remorse at all for what he had done. You know, he killed so many people, he didn't remember who they were, what they looked like. I just couldn't believe that somebody could kill all those people and not remember them.
You had said your memory, when it comes to all of the women you took, was gone. Our memory is not. In your words, you said that they didn't mean anything to you, but she meant everything to us.
She was a mother, she was a wife, she was a sister, and we miss her.
Mr. Ridgeway, there are people here that hate you. I'm not one of them. You've made it difficult to live up to what I believe, and it is what God says to do, and that's to forgive. You are forgiven, sir.
He's an animal. I wish for him to have a long, suffering, cruel death.
He's gonna go to hell, and that's where he belongs.
Gary Leon Ridgeway, later given the moniker of the Green River Killer, is an American serial killer. He was initially convicted of 48 separate murders. As part of his plea bargain, another conviction was added, bringing the total number of convictions to 49. However, he is believed to have killed at least 71 teenage girls and women, making him the second most prolific serial killer in United States history according to confirmed murders. He killed many teenage girls and women in the state of Washington during the 1980s and 1990s. Most of Ridgeway's victims were alleged to be sex workers and other women in vulnerable circumstances, including underage runaways. The press gave him his nickname after the first 5 victims were found in the Green River before his identity was known. He strangled his victims, usually by hand but sometimes using ligatures. After strangling them, he would dump their bodies in forested and overgrown areas in King County, often returning to the bodies to have sexual intercourse with them. On November 30, 2001, as Ridgeway was leaving the Kenworth truck factory where he worked in Renton, Washington, he was arrested for the murders of 4 women whose cases were linked to him through DNA profiling evidence. As part of a plea bargain wherein he agreed to disclose the locations of still missing women, he was spared the death penalty and received a sentence of life imprisonment without parole. Victims: Wendy Lee Caulfield, 16 years old, July 8, 1982. Giselle Ann Lavorne, 17 years old, July 17, 1982. Deborah Lynn Bonner, 23 years old, July 25, 1982 to August 12, 1982. Marsha Faye Chapman, 31 years old, August 1, 1982 to August 15, 1982. Cynthia Jean Hines, 17 years old, August 11, 1982 to August 15, 1982. Opal Charmaine Mills, 16 years old, August 12, 1982 to August 15, 1982. Terry Renee Milligan, 16 years old, August 29, 1982 to April 1, 1984. Mary Bridget Muhan, 18 years old, September 15, 1982 to November 13, 1983. Deborah Lorraine Estes, 15 years old, September 20, 1982. Linda Jane Rule, 16 years old, September 26, 1982. Denise Darcel Bush, 23 years old, October 8, 1982. Chandelier Summers, 16 years old, October 9, 1982. Shirley Marie Sherrill, 18 years old, October 2022, 1982. Rebecca Becky Marrero, 20 years old, December 3, 1982. Colleen Renee Brockman, 15 years old, December 24, 1982. Sandra Denise Major, 20 years old, December 24, 1982. Wendy Stevens, 14 years old, died circa spring 1983. Alma Ann Smith, 18 years old, March 3, 1983. Dolores Laverne Williams, 17 years old, March 8, 1983. Gail Lynn Matthews, 23 years old, April 10, 1983. Andrea Marion Childers, 19 years old, April 14, 1983. Sandra K. Gabber, 17 years old, April 17, 1983. Kimmy Kai Pitzer, 16 years old, April 17, 1983. Marie M. Malver, 18 years old, April 30, 1983. Carol N. Christensen, 21 years old, May 3, 1983. Martina Teresa Arthur Lee, 18 years old, May 22, 1983. Cheryl Lee Wims, 18 years old, May 23, 1983. Yvonne Shelley Antosh, 19 years old, May 31, 1983. Carrie Ann Royce, 15 years old, May 31, June 13, 1983. Constance Elizabeth Nowan, 19 years old, June 8, 1983. Kelly Marie Ware, 22 years old, July 18, 1983. Tina Marie Thompson, 21 years old, July 25, 1983. April Dawn Buttram, 16 years old, August 18, 1983. Debbie Mae Abernathy, 26 years old, September 5, 1983. Tracy Ann Winston, 19 years old, September 12, 1983. Maureen Sue Feeney, 19 years old, September 28, 1983. Mary Sue Bello, 25 years old, October 11, 1983. Pam Yannette Avon, 15 years old, October 26, 1983. Delise Louise Plager, 22 years old, October 30, 1983. Kimberly L. Nelson, 21 years old, November 1, 1983. Lacey Yates, 19 years old, December 23, 1983. Mary X. Zell West, 16 years old, February 6, 1984. Cindy Ann Smith, 17 years old, March 21, 1984. Patricia Michelle Barzak, 19 years old, October 17, 1986. Roberta Joseph Hayes, 21 years old, February 7, 1987. Marta Reeves, 36 years old, March 5, 1990, September 20, 1990. Patricia Yellowrope, 38 years old, January 1998. Unidentified white female, 14 to 18 years old, December 1980, January 1984. Unidentified female, 13 to 24 years old, 1973-1993.